What if the key to world-class manufacturing wasn't bigger machines or faster robots, but simply less waste? Lean manufacturing isn't about doing more with more, it's about doing better with less, and that's exactly what sets it apart as one of the most transformative concepts in modern industry. At its core, lean manufacturing is a philosophy rooted in the idea of maximizing value for the customer while minimizing anything that doesn't contribute to that value. That's what makes it lean. If a process, task, or movement doesn't create something the customer would willingly pay for, it's waste. And waste comes in many forms: delays, excess inventory, overproduction, unused talent, unnecessary motion, even poor communication. Lean manufacturing takes aim at all of it. Now, this isn't just theory. The benefits of lean are very real: shorter lead times, lower operating costs, better product quality, and smoother workflows from top to bottom. It's no surprise that lean methods have gone beyond factories into hospitals, software companies, and even public services. But how does lean actually work? The main principle is simple: eliminate waste to improve process flow and efficiency. Lean doesn't just tweak individual steps, it evaluates the whole system. Every activity, every movement, every delay is examined to see whether it adds value. If it doesn't, it's either reworked or removed altogether. That's because waste is sneaky. It can be baked into a process without anyone noticing. Think: stacks of unused inventory, time spent waiting for approvals, or steps in a workflow that no longer serve a purpose. These slow things down, cost money, and frustrate everyone involved. By removing these inefficiencies, lean creates a cleaner, more responsive system that not only saves time and money, but also consistently delivers better outcomes for customers. So, why does this matter? Well, think about the real-world impact. Idle workers, poor scheduling, disorganized materials. They don't just slow things down, they affect profits, customer satisfaction, and even morale. Lean aims to eliminate that dead weight, and when applied correctly, it can lead to 4 major benefits. 1. Eliminating waste in every form, saving resources and making processes smoother. 2. Improving quality, because with fewer errors and more streamlined systems, there's room to focus on doing things right the first time. 3. Reducing costs by avoiding overproduction and unnecessary storage. 4. Reducing time by speeding up how long it takes to deliver value to the customer. But who actually came up with all of this? Interestingly, the roots of lean go way back, even to the time of Benjamin Franklin. In Poor Richard's Almanac, Franklin observed that avoiding unnecessary costs often made more sense than increasing revenue. That idea was later refined by Frederick Winslow Taylor, who introduced scientific management in the early 1900s. He believed workers should be supported by thoughtful systems, an idea that laid the foundation for lean. American industrialists like Henry Ford pushed these ideas further, organizing factories around flow and standardization. But it wasn't until post-World War II Japan that lean manufacturing as we know it began to take shape, thanks to the Toyota Motor Corporation. Kiichiro Toyoda, Taiichi Ono, and Shigeo Shingo faced a harsh reality: low demand, scarce resources, and intense pressure to improve. So they created the Toyota Production System, a system rooted in efficiency, flexibility, and a relentless focus on eliminating waste. They developed the idea of just-in-time production, producing only what was needed when it was needed, no more, no less. They introduced Kaizen, everyday small continuous improvements, and they flipped traditional manufacturing on its head by using a pull system where customer demand, not forecasts, dictated production. By the 1980s, these ideas had spread globally. A quality engineer named John Krafchick coined the term lean manufacturing in 1988 after studying Toyota's US joint venture with General Motors. He found that lean systems outperformed traditional ones in quality, flexibility, and productivity, even when using the same technology. The concept was later expanded in The Machine That Changed the World by James Womack, Daniel T. Jones, and Daniel Roos. Their follow-up book, Lean Thinking, introduced the 5 core principles of lean manufacturing. 1. Specify value from the customer's perspective. 2. Map the value stream, identifying every step in the process to pinpoint waste. 3. Create flow so that work moves smoothly without stops and starts. 4. Establish pull, produce only when there's demand. 5. Pursue perfection, continuously refine the process with everyone involved. These 5 principles became the roadmap for organizations worldwide. Alongside them, lean practitioners often focus on the 8 wastes, originally identified by Toyota: transportation, inventory, motion, waiting, overproduction, overprocessing, defects, and the 8th, underused human talent. These wastes are further categorized into 3 Japanese concepts: Muda, activities that add no value; Mura, unevenness or inconsistency; Muri, overburdening people or systems. Understanding these helps companies diagnose the real issues in their processes. Of course, lean isn't perfect. There are advantages and disadvantages depending on how it's applied. On the positive side, it saves time and money by reducing delays and improving efficiency. It's often more sustainable, cutting down on energy and materials waste. And it boosts customer satisfaction by delivering faster, higher quality results. But lean also has challenges. Some critics argue it can lead to worker stress, especially when margins for error shrink. Others say it can limit future growth if the focus on cost-cutting becomes too short-sighted. And because lean is more of a culture than a fixed method, it can be hard to standardize. What works in one environment might fail in another. Hey, just a quick reminder, I've created a PDF library with simple structured summaries to help you review the key points. You'll find the link to access it right below in the description. Now, back to the video. So, what does lean look like in action? Look at McDonald's. Their entire business runs like a well-oiled lean machine. Every step, from taking the order to handing over the food, is designed to eliminate waste, reduce time, and deliver exactly what the customer wants. No more, no less. Stations are specialized, tasks are standardized, movements are minimized. It's not just about flipping burgers, it's about designing a system where every second counts and every action adds value. Today, lean builds on that idea, only now it's applied to entire systems, and it's not limited to manufacturing. Hospitals use lean to reduce wait times, tech teams use it to streamline code deployment, retail chains use it to improve supply chains. So, how is lean implemented? There are generally 2 approaches. One is to focus on eliminating waste directly. The other, popularized by the Toyota way, is to optimize the flow of work, letting waste fall away as a natural result. Either way, successful implementation often follows these shared principles: continuous improvement, strong relationships with suppliers, clear workflows and visual controls, error-proofing like poker yoke, production flow optimization, automation but with human oversight. To really make lean stick, organizations often use specific tools like Kanban boards for visual task management, 5S for workplace organization, control charts, value stream mapping, and SMED, single-minute exchange of dies, total productive maintenance, work cell redesign, and more. But none of this works without buy-in from employees. That's why culture is so important. Womack and Jones emphasize that companies who only copy the tools often fail, while those who embrace the underlying principles succeed. Lean needs leadership support, honest feedback, and ongoing coaching. A few tips. 1. Design systems to be simple and easy to monitor. 2. Encourage everyone to look for improvements at all levels. 3. Implement small changes continuously rather than all at once. 4. And perhaps most importantly, listen to people, involve them, let them shape the system. In the end, lean manufacturing isn't just a method, it's a mindset, a commitment to doing better, not just once but continuously, to respect the time, talent, and effort of everyone involved in a process, and to create systems that serve the customer without compromise. That's the real power of lean. It's not just about removing waste, it's about unlocking potential.